Good morning, everyone. Ayat gets. My guests are
Muhammed.
Abdülelevi.
He's just jive talking. They've been here since Friday, and we were in Mamure Castle, and we were in my garden. I didn't shoot any video there, but today we're heading to Anamurium, where we will shoot some video if the weather allows us, because it may rain.
Ya sabah el khair.
Ya sabah el khair.
Ya sabah el khair al ain. Well, this dude has an Arabic-centric content in his channel, and he has subtitles too. So I
have English subtitle, yeah.
Yes.
What language do you speak?
I don't.
We are in the great church. You can see it's great. One of the big churches that is built in Anatolia. As you know, the very first church of Christianity is right in Cappadocia today, but after that, Anatolia itself became one of the first place that Christianity that spread to the world towards European culture and Roman Empire eventually. It is huge. I must go on. The structure of this building shows us that this probably is one of the halls used to walk in and go to the bigger side of the church. This part, it still has these mosaics, and there are more right here. And under these protection, so-called protection nylon, there are also mosaics. Let's move a bit further. This part must be kind of a pool for peptides, some sort of a pool. And let's see the mosaics. I really don't see that much protection. In my childhood, I was coming to Anamurium so often. We were coming to Anamur in summers, and Anamurium was a place that is so warm, so hot that you cannot stand if you're not swimming around 40 degrees Celsius. I just remember it that way, but this is the first time that I'm visiting Anamurium in wintertime, and I'm so lucky that there are no other visitors, only me and my friends, and this gives me a good opportunity to visit and see the rubbish that people creating here. So, Mohammed, what do you think?
It's really amazing. There is, I think there is two parts. There is the upper part and the lower part of the city. I heard information about this place that the fragrance is really nice. It's because of there is special flower that grows in this city. It's called.
What is called?
It's called. Let's check it.
Well, before we come to Anamurium, these guys shot videos in Mamure Castle, and I wasn't shooting any vlog that day. Make sure you go check the videos in the channels of them. I will link them in the comments below or description below, or I don't know, somewhere. Did you find it?
Yeah, it's anemone.
Anemone.
And this flower grows up in this area also, not only in this castle.
So nice. So let's go to the theater. Anamurium, I'm just thinking how lucky we are to be part of this Anatolian civilization community that comes from thousands and thousands of years. I'm thinking of Hittites, I'm thinking of Phrygians, I'm thinking of other late Hittites that probably lived here, also Romans. I just feel like I'm just one of them. Just a modern version of a Hittite right here. Just a modern version of a person who lives in Anatolia for thousands of years. I'm feeling so refreshed. I'm feeling so much good about this area, this soil. This part of Anatolia makes me think how great to be a part of this geography. It's beautiful. In Anamurium, I'm just seeing how people were socializing in those eras. I mean, 2000 years ago, they were having theaters and they had built walls to feel secure. And they have very beautiful grass, very beautiful environment, trees, everything to make them live a better life in this part of the earth. And the most important thing here is the sea. It's one of the closest centers to Cyprus in Anatolia. Around 50 kilometers, you can just go to Cyprus. The worst part of modern life is that people get separated from nature. Some trees, some grass, some green goodness, you know. It's part of our nature as well. While modern cities people don't live in nature that much. They have different type of an ecosystem. They don't seem like part of nature. And thus, our instincts, our primal parts in our brain wants to go back to nature. You know what? Sometimes I really think people get depressed. Mohammed just flew the drone towards a tree. Then guess what happened? Human potential are nearly limitless, but it has some other things to do with the motivation and all the other things that makes people run its process inside creation process. Looking at this building makes me think of today's buildings. Well, this place is better than a ghetto home in, let's say, Ankara today. Even today, it's built 2000 years ago, nearly. And it's still so convenient. I mean, if an earthquake happens, you just run here. You run away from your home and you just run here, knowing that this place will make it to another 2000 years. If you lived in this city 2000 years ago, you could have a home right here, with this all beautiful scene of Mediterranean Sea. And you have the walls that are protecting you, you have neighbors, you can socialize, you can live a better life here. And you can have some trees, you can have some activities in Odeon, in theater. I mean, you know, I would not complain so bad about living here if I was living here 2000 years ago. Without all the cell phones, all the technology, I wouldn't complain. But, you know, we cannot impeach the modernity, we cannot impeach the technology for the trouble that is caused by people, but it's irresponsibility which makes the global warming, which makes our streets dirty. This is us. individuals. So as individuals, we can do whatever we can, then we can expect other people to do their best. So this is my principle in the life generally. So do it yourself first, then the other people may do it. Well, just like being vegan. I'm a vegan, now I'm expecting people to become vegans and defend all animal rights no matter what. Here. I wake up, it's a bad dream, no one on my side. I was fighting, but I just feel too tired to be fighting. Guess I'm not the fighting kind. A little bit of adventure, how about that? Woohoo! Woo! Let's move! Muhammad! Oh! Tarlaya ektim soğan, tarlaya ektim soğan. Well, it started raining at the same time. It's crazy! I mean, if any accident I fall down to the sea, no chance that I can survive, because these are mini tsunamis.